All right, hey Morgan, what's up, man?
Hi, Pete.
How you doing, man? Hey,
I'm
one of the things that I loved about writing the book was just the time I spent with all you guys, especially you. I don't know how many sessions we had. Most of them were 4 o'clock Thursday afternoons on your back porch with the hot sun beating down on us.
yeah.
Um, with Gary running around.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Became good friends, but through that process, I mean, I know that. When we first started, I didn't know what I didn't know, and I had really no idea the story that would really unfold. I just obviously had the sense that there's a lot here. When you and I first met, I didn't have any idea there were 19 of you.
Mhm.
Had no idea, and many people don't, and maybe won't until they read this book. So we kind of started from square one. I know we started. I think that first session we talked about. Okay, let's talk about October 16th.
Mhm.
Tell me what happened. But so as we went through this whole process, was there a cathartic sense of this for you in terms of was it therapy in a way, or kind of letting it all out again, or reliving it, or was it hard or easy?
Well, first of all, when we say rest in peace, Gary, that was my dog, not a man. No human died. My 4-pound Yorkie passed away. We had to put him down.
But
And
just as precious though.
I know yesterday was like National Dog Day, and I was looking at videos on Instagram of everyone's dogs, and I cried for like the 700th time since February 29th
No,
about Gary.
it's a sweet.
Going through the process again, reliving it was, it was a lot of different things. I was happy to do it because I wanted this story told. And, the longer you are, the more time passes between an event and, the current moment, the more you kind of lose the details, the minutia. And I really wanted our story down on paper as quickly as possible. So all of the cool, fun, important, meaningful, impactful moments wouldn't be forgotten. It was fun to relive it. It was fun to tell the stories. I will not lie. Save the Crew was emotionally taxing. There's stuff that I need, probably still need to deal with on a lot of levels. I was a public figure,
Mm-hmm.
and in the arena of this movement, and that's not always fun. It's mostly not fun.
Yeah, and we got into some of those topics too. I know we got into some of the times you were attacked in really cruel ways on social media. We got into the issue of you having to really kind of, take yourself out of being your genuine self on social media, which was very difficult. And I know when we talked about those moments, that did get tough for you.
Yeah, it was not fun most of the time. It was, Monday nights when we were at our Save the Crew meetings, that was kind of my therapy, because the 19 people with whom I went through this, they were and are family. There's family that you're born into, and there's family that you choose. And the Save the Crew team is definitely my family that I chose, and I chose pretty damn well.
Mm-hmm.
But in between, it was. There's just part of being at the front of something that you need to kind of be a punching bag, and I don't know, let it roll off you as best you can. It's not the wisest way to deal with emotion, but it's what we had to do at the moment. And so yeah, reliving it was both fun and also kind of painful. I'm glad that I did it. I would do it the same way over again, for sure.
I know one of the things that you looked forward to with me coming over was it gave you an excuse to have a bourbon and ginger ale.
I never need an excuse to do that, but it is nice to have one occasionally.
Did you ever think, oh shit, this is the day Pete's coming over again?
No, never. No, never. Because no. Listen, my favorite thing in the world to do is talk about the Columbus Crew. It's just like, that's one of my favorite things in the fucking world. And I'm sorry, I will try to not drop as many F-bombs as I did during those conversations. But yeah, no, I always look forward to it. Frankly, a lot of those sessions ended too quickly. I was willing to go on for hours, but I knew that you had to, take this story in chunks.
Well, I'd come back. I was telling my wife this the other day. I'd come back and transcribe the notes, right? And we talked about Gary, and you would be, when we're doing it live, I'm sitting there on the porch, and Gary's running around, and you're telling your story, and all of a sudden you go into your Gary voice. You're going, "Oh, those mother, Gary, come here, sweetie," and then you go right back into the F-bombs and everything else.
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was so funny at the time, but it's even funnier when I would listen to the tape and transcribe it. I'd play it for a while.
And I'm going to find out my dog voice is very, very much exactly like my baby voice. So
I've seen your videos with Nora. Yeah.
When Nora was born, I'm still struggling with this. I call her, oh, you're such a good boy, Mama's little baby boy, and so because I called myself Mama to Gary.
There's the Gary.
Now with Nora, she definitely has a mom who lives here with me, so I can't say Mama and I can't say boy. So I'm getting used to daddy and girl.
Good. Yeah, it is the same voice.
Yes.
It is the same voice. Well, we had a lot of fun, and I all the time we spent. I know one of the things once we kind of wrapped up, I miss those times.
Yeah, me too.
I miss those times, but we're bonded now forever.
Yeah.
In the best of ways, and I'm proud to. I was told I was proud to be associated with this. It's such an honor to have written it, and couldn't have done it without you.
It was my pleasure, man. I thank you 1,996 times over for telling the story that needed to be told, and you did such a good job of staying true to the actual experience. You crafted the story exceptionally well. It was I know that any crew fan that reads this, any fan of soccer, anyone that has a pulse that reads this is probably going to do it in one sitting. I did.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Sirk did the same thing. He texted me after I sent him the PDF, and he said, I started reading it 11:30. I was just going to do a half an hour and then, finish the rest over the weekend. And he's like, I just read it completely through, and I've screwed up my sleeping pattern for the rest of the weekend. So I look forward to everyone getting their hands on a copy and reading the story.
Terrific. Well, I couldn't have done it without you.
Glad to have helped.
All right, man. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Pete.
Talk soon.
Yes.